What's up guys? In today's video I'm going to break down how I profit 25,000 last week from Instagram ads. I see a lot of people talking about advertising campaigns, yet nobody's showing payment history, nobody's sharing actual statistics, nobody's showing actual methods that they are using, the types of ads that they are running, and most importantly, nobody's actually showing the numbers. Now, in this video, I'm going to give away everything that you need to know about ads. Okay, so we use a very specific ad strategy, which is a psychology-based ad strategy and not a product-based ad strategy. I'm going to share also, as a done-for-you way, our exact ad script. I'm going to show you how we set up our targeting so you can do the absolute same. I'm going to show you how to structure the ad spend, how to track the ad spend. I'm going to give you our exact advertisement campaigns that have been generating these numbers, and I'm also going to break down the exact numbers behind them in my actual ad manager, right? So it's going to be an insane video, guys, and this is literally the only video that you need to watch in order for you to start literally crashing it and crushing it with ads, right? So here's the thing, I noticed something, and I'm sure that you noticed it as well since you're watching my content, but this really pisses me off, okay? Exactly what I was just talking about. Everybody is talking about cracking 50 to 80,000 months with ads, but nobody actually explains how they actually got there step by step in a practical way. Somehow all these people who claim that they are hitting these big numbers can only give you surface level advice like start an ad, right? Like start crushing it with ads, okay? So this becomes more and more popular. Nowadays, everybody's talking about running ads, everybody's talking about that that's a new way of doing stuff, and in all reality, ads have always worked, ads will always work, but you need to know how to do them, okay? So this is why today I'm going to share with you the exact step-by-step ad strategy that has generated me $25,000 in profit in under 7 days. This is my exact PayPal transaction history. Like I said, this is proof that I'm actually doing these numbers, right? I'm not just throwing that around, and I show these numbers in every single one of my videos, right? So it's pretty insane. We are actually doing that. So if you pay attention, you can do it as well. What I'm going to tell you is simple, repeatable, and guarantees the same or better numbers anytime you launch a new ad. And this is going to be completely for free. So if you want this sheet, which actually gives you a copy-paste method for you to literally start running the exact same type of advertising campaigns that I do, that is fitting every single type of niche, every single type of offer, then make sure that you follow me on Instagram, okay? Check out my client results, right? So you can see proof that this actually works, okay? And then send me a message, and I'm going to send this entire sheet over to you so you can actually start implementing. I want you to implement this stuff before you even think about jumping into my program, because I want you to actually try what I have to offer first, see that it works, make a lot of money, and then you can jump into my program so we can scale you to infinity. We can scale you to $100,000 per month, right? If you basically start running these ads, you can get to 50K per month in no time, okay? So you can use this sheet for that. Or if you want us to do that for you, right, because let's say you're lazy and you don't want to do this on your own, again, right, join our program, and I'm going to build this entire system up. I'm going to talk about how exactly we do that as well, okay? So first of all, you need good foundations, okay? So before even starting an ad, you need insanely good foundations. I have already done a video about this, okay? So I'm not going to go through this entire sheet. You're going to get this sheet with the sheet that I just said. It's literally linked in the previous sheet, okay? So the most important thing is you need good value, right? The ads are going to get attention, so that's what we are going to break down, and you need a good conversion system, all right? Without having good value upfront, you're not going to be able to succeed with the ads. Without having good conversion systems, you're not going to be able to convert the leads that you're getting from the ad, okay? So this is why it's very important that you have a good baseline. You need to set up everything in your company well before even spending big money on ads, because ads can take a lot of money if they are not profitable, right? If they are profitable, they are literally making you money. You put in $1 and then you get 10 back, right? If you have a 10x ROAS, right? So it's literally like printing money, okay? But first, you need to have the right foundation, okay? So the first one is the value, offer and targeting, right? We basically did an entire markets research template for you to really dial in your messaging, dial in your target audience, okay? How to research competitors, how to research your target audience, how to create an insane client avatar. These are worksheets that you need to execute on before even thinking about running an ad, okay? Because I guarantee you, you don't have this shit down well, okay? I'm guaranteeing you that you most probably don't have a client avatar, for example, right? This is an entire worksheet. If you don't have your ideal client avatar written out based on statistics and information and actually talking to your target audience, then you're not going to be able to run an ad, okay? So I just want to really quickly point that out, and obviously, most importantly, you also need to have the right conversion mechanisms, right? If you're not good in the DMs, if you can't convert people, if you're not good in closing, don't start an ad, okay? You need to get those things down first, right? So let's get back to our topic. I just wanted to really point that out. Now, Obviously, the most important thing is, and what I want you to understand with the ads that we are running for our clients and for ourselves is we are targeting a complete different group of people than what most people target, okay? And the reason for this is, and I talk about this a lot, today's society, especially in the coaching and consulting space and service providing space, is a trust recession society, right? Nobody trusts anyone. Everybody has been scammed before, and nobody is going to just jump into a freaking high-ticket offer. Let's say if you're charging 5,000. 7.5K, 10,000, 15,000, nobody is going to freaking jump in because you reached out to them and then they just jumped on a call, you explain them what you do and then they just jump in, right? Why should these people trust you? So what we need to do is we need to catch the people who don't trust anyone just yet or don't trust anyone anymore, and we need to transform them into someone who can trust you specifically, right? So we are going to target people who are problem aware. There are different levels of buyers, right? There are different levels of target audiences. There are people who are unaware of their problem. Nobody cares about them because obviously they are not ready to get helped, right? And there are problem aware people. There are people who are actively looking for a solution, and there are people who are actively wanting to buy someone, right? And then they end up buying someone, okay? Most people, and 99% of ads that you have run so far or you are planning on running, are focusing on these two types of people, who are actively looking for a solution or who are actively looking to buy. The problem with that is it's not a lot of people who are doing that, and also you're going to be late for the party because the people who are actively looking for a solution are probably already watching me, for example, and they are going to buy my product and not yours, right? So what you need to do, and what we do for our clients, is you need to focus on people who are problem aware. Then you need to send an ad to them, right? They see the ad, that's a trigger for a want for solution. They're going to become someone who is actively looking for a solution, which is going to be your solution, and that's when they become buyers. This way you will also have infinite amount of authority. This way you will also have infinite amount of qualified leads, right? Because if you're hitting people who are unaware of their problems, right? Or if you're hitting people who are actively looking for the stuff that they want to buy, right? They might have a certain budget that they can spend on that. But people who are problem aware, you can select the most qualified people from that, and this is how you can book 4 to 5 qualified sales calls from a single advertising campaign. I keep showing that basically of client results that we are getting, right? 1 second, let me just quickly go back here. I keep showing client results that we are getting for our clients, so let me just quickly leverage a couple of them here. So as you guys know, I share a lot of client results in my stories, right? And also all over my Instagram, we have an entire client result page, right? All of these results are coming from our systems, right? Many of them are coming from the ads that our clients are running. 1,350 PIF, right? 518 calls, right? Which is insane in 3 months for Matteo, right? I keep showing that client results because it's absolutely insane. These are mostly coming from the advertisement campaigns that we are running. Obviously, we implement an outbound campaign as well and AI automations. Like, quite literally, Miles just jumped into my program basically in his car, right? Which is absolutely insane, okay? So it's like, literally, he just saw my ad, he jumped into my DMs, and it's absolutely crazy.
Great, you know, I was on the way home. I know I couldn't wait another second to, sign up, so I had to pull over side of the highway.
Right, so you couldn't wait another second, right? These are the results that you can get with these ads, right? By the time someone jumps on a call, they can't wait to freaking jump in, right? For example, Jason here is getting insane results.
Let me just double check, I think.
Right, he's booking 4 calls a day, so it's absolutely insane. So it's working for our clients as well and not just for us, okay? So make sure that first of all you understand the idea that you need to focus on people who are problem aware, because the entire purpose of an ad campaign is to outperform your competitors in sheer numbers, right? Everybody is running ads, you need to outperform them, right? And there is multiple components of that I'm going to go into deeper. While they are having 2 to 3 extra ROAS, our clients are having a minimum of 10 to 20 extra ROAS, which is pretty insane, right? And the reason for this is our conversion ad system. Our ad system, if you're focusing on the right type of people and you build it up properly and you build up your entire funnel properly, is for conversion. It's not to gain more followers. It's not to have more engagement. It's not for you to feel good about yourself because you're a big business owner now and you're running ads. It's to actually make shit tons of cash and to actually convert people, okay, which is super important. And most business owners only focus on directly converting people through ads, but in today's trust recession, the real ROAS are in indirect conversion ad campaigns, okay? This is what we are going to talk about. So let's just really look at how most people are running advertising campaigns, because it's pretty insane, right? This is the old way of running ads. This is what most people are doing, right? It's pretty crazy for me, right? That you're running an ad to a landing page, to a product, to a website, or whatever the hell, right? It could be even your profile or something, right? You book a call and then that becomes a client, right? Like that was the old way, right? Back in the day, there weren't a lot of competition and people just saw an ad, they liked it, and they buy the low-ticket program, or they buy your subscription, or they buy a little bit more of a high-ticket stuff, right? But in today's market, product-based, this is what we call a product-based ad, right? You just show the product and then people convert. In today's society, especially if you're on the international market, psychology-based ads is the new king, okay? So I'm going to break it down. We are doing two types of ads, most importantly, right? YouTube Trust Funnel and IG Trust Funnel. We call these trust funnels, right? We set up trust funnels up. So if you want to make as much money as a trust fund kid, you need to build trust funnels, okay? So basically, let's start with the Instagram advertising campaign, because that's how the entire thing starts building up. And on top of that, we usually slap a YouTube advertising campaign funnel for our clients. That's why they are generating shit tons of cash, right? 50K a month, 60K a month, 75K a month, basically in a couple of weeks of joining our program, right? For example, one of our clients literally cracked 24K in like 3 days after joining our program, right? Because we launched the ads, immediately converted a lot of people, so that's pretty crazy, right? So IG Trust Funnel, how you need to imagine is we are focusing with the IG Trust Funnel on people that I already explained, on people that are problem aware, okay? So you start the ad campaign, which you need to like design that very well. You need to have the acute targeting, as I already explained. You need to have clear language. You need to have the right targeting, which, by the way, I break down exactly over here, right? This is basically a copy-paste targeting setup that I'm going to send over to you if you message me on Instagram, so you don't need to do any guesswork with that, how to set up the targeting for your target audience, right? So it's super, super easy. And you basically start the ad, which is going to, all you do with that ad, all you want to do is trigger a solution, because you're running follower types ads, right? If I can show you my ads as well, right here in a second, basically all I am doing is I'm triggering to follow, right? Every single one of these ads, the call to action is not to buy something, it's not to comment, it's nothing like that. It's literally just, hey dude, I have the solution that you're looking for, right? I have the solution for your problem, and I think you need a solution. So make sure that you follow my content, because I solve literally every single one of your problems for free on my social media. And it's going to trigger people, and this is why it's powerful, because you don't require a huge investment up front. This is why you're going to have shit tons of leads from these ads, because these people are going to be people who are problem aware. They have a problem, but they don't know who they want to sign up with to solve that problem. They are not actually looking actively for someone to solve their problems, right? So this is where you come in, you trigger for a solution, and you can basically convince them through these funnels to look for your solution, and that's how you're going to convert insane amounts of people, right? This way, the crazy thing is that you don't really need to worry a lot about generating profits, because your profit margins are going to be 90%, okay? Most people's ads, basically their profit, right? Most ads are 50%, 70%, but not even that much, right? Let's say that you spend 100 a day on different types of ads, right? Direct ads, mass ads, right? These are all optimized for direct money, right? They're optimized for audience building, they're optimized for calls directly, and the problem is that it requires too much upfront investment from people, right? If you're spending 100 a day on every single one of these, from the mass ads you might get 25 to 50 new clients, right? The problem is that you're probably selling a low-ticket product then. The only place where this works is a low-ticket product, and you're not going to generate as much cash, right? Direct funnel ads 10 to 15, right? Again, is just not as effective to convert. Indirect conversion ads, you're going to get 5 to 10 clients, but the profit margins are going to be 90%, and you're going to be making 75,000, right? So the ROAS are insane, because you spend the same amount of cash, you made way more money, you have less clients, higher profit margins, a way more effective business, because you are going to get followed by people. You might have a little bit less amount of leads, but they are going to be qualified, interested, and we are going to convert them through the funnel that I'm showing you. This is why it's crazy, okay? This is why I need to break down the numbers. This is why I need to track your ads, okay? Which I'm going to show in a second, how you would need to track your ads and how we build up our tracking sheets, all right? So basically, people follow you in. What we start with is the IG content, okay? You need to build up your portfolio. This is what I was talking about. So if you don't know how to build up your portfolio, watch my other videos, build up your portfolio. I talk a lot about that. But if you don't know how to do that still, right, you can just sign up with us and we can do that for you, okay? So first of all, Instagram and YouTube, these are the two main content portfolios that you need to build up. They both serve a different purpose, because remember, all we want to do is build trust and make them wanting our solution. Instagram is for mainly social proof, curiosity, and basic level trust. You don't want to basically invent the wheel on your Instagram, right? If you check out my freaking Instagram, First of all, I don't even have a lot of posts. You don't need to post every day. It's literally insane that someone is posting every day. You only need to post every day if you want to generate leads from posting, which, I'm sorry, but like, you're literally a fucking loser at this stage if you are trying to post videos and you want to generate leads with that when you have ads, when you have outbound, like way more easily controllable stuff that you can use, okay? So basically, all I'm doing is showing social proof and building basic level trust, which means that I'm just showing that whatever I am teaching, I actually have, right? I travel the world, I spend times in villas, I have a big team, right? I live in Rome, I have the freedom lifestyle, I make 7 figures, and then a lot of client results, right? That I already showed. A lot of client results. Let me show you another highlight here. A lot of client results, like I leverage the proof that my clients are getting results. It's insane. For example, this is Andrew, right? He's literally signed up 23 new clients in August, so that's pretty insane. This highlight section is literally just from one of our clients, right? So we have so many client results that it's pretty insane, and that's why we are crushing it, right? A little bit of social proof of I'm having the results as well, right? Which is pretty ccrazy. So this is what works, okay? So on your Instagram, this is all you need to do. You need to hype people up that, okay, you might have the potential solution, right? You show social proof, you show that you have the results that you're preaching, and your clients are getting the results that you're preaching. And that's why you have the YouTube link in there, okay? Obviously, you drop call to actions in many of your posts that you need to check out, that people need to check out your YouTube, okay? And if you build up your YouTube channel well for conversion, which is like basically a huge majority, I believe around 70% of our conversion rates coming from our YouTube, right? We get the attention from ads, from outbound, but the actual conversion happens in YouTube. This is how we build up our entire funnel, okay? So all an ad is good for is to generate attention, right? And this is where you convert them, okay? So the YouTube is the most insane place that you need to leverage, all right? So on YouTube, so here they become interested in a solution, right? In your solution, you hype them up, they go to the YouTube. Now they are people who are actively looking. Now they are people who became a lead, okay? And they start watching your YouTube channel. On your YouTube, you're sharing templates, scripts, and mechanisms. You share the actual value. Just like the video that you're watching, right? If you are here watching this video, I guarantee you're looking for a solution on how to scale with ads, on how to book more calls, on how to make more money, right? You might have seen me from an ad, you might have seen me from an organic YouTube video, right? But if you see me from an ad, you somehow got to this YouTube channel and what you're seeing is absolutely insane, you love it, right? So this is why I built up my YouTube channel like that, and this is why I know that if you're watching my YouTube, you're going to buy. And every single one of our clients have the exact same system because we built this funnel up extremely well, right? How to show social proof, how to raise curiosity and basic level trust on your Instagram without posting a lot, and then how to actually solve your clients' inefficiencies on your YouTube, on your free YouTube channel, and then what you do, you sell the implementation just like how I do it. This is why I'm literally printing cash. Like at this stage, I have infinite cash because literally on this month, right, I know still it's getting to the end of the month, I have loads and loads of calls who are people who are follow-up calls, and I know that they are going to convert. Like they are literally, I would call them onboarding calls. I know that these people are going to jump in because I kept nurturing these people, right? So this is when they become a lead. But you don't stop there. You don't just basically wait for the client to convert because that would be really stupid, okay? So what you do is because you have a setting team, an appointment setting in place, right? An appointment setting team in place. If you don't have an appointment setting team just yet, freaking watch my last video and hire a good team, okay? I literally give away the free resource on how to do that, okay? Obviously, for our clients, we implement pre-trained high-level setters for them so they don't need to worry about this, okay? So this is when you reach out. This is when you start a conversation. Before this, before someone becomes a lead, it makes absolutely no fucking sense to reach out to them. Because they're not going to be interested. Because it will be salesy. They will believe that you want to fucking force someone on them. Something on them, right? They're just not even going to text back. You need to wait for them to basically dribble through all of this entire funnel for them to become actively looking customers. And that's when you reach out to them. But then you're golden. Okay, you reach out to them. You have a good DM framework in place, which you should. If you don't, watch my videos on that, okay? Watch my appointment setting video, which I literally give away our own DM framework, all right? You can message me if you want that sheet. I can send it over to you. And if someone ghosts you, right, the setter should be extremely good in leveraging these things. You also leverage these content assets in the DMs, right? You don't just allow people to just, you're not just waiting for people to watch these things, right? You literally make sure that they watch every single one of your videos, right? You leverage them in the DMs. You send it to them. If I have talked to you in the DMs at one point, you better understand that I have sent you tons of free resources because I want you to try this shit out before I even want you to jump on a call. Because why would you jump on a call with me if you don't even trust me? And this is the problem. Like, people are spoiled. People believe that being self-centered can lead them anywhere, right? You're self-centered if you believe that any lead will jump on a call with you like this because you're so special, because your offer is so special. Nothing is special about you, okay? You need to show people how much perceived value that you have. So it's not enough just to have value, you need to make people perceive you valuable. And this is what this funnel is. This is why it's a psychology-based ad funnel, because you affect people's subconscious minds and you turn them into someone who is actually looking for a solution. This is when the setter reaches out. The setter will nurture them, will give them solutions to their problems, to the leads' problems. And if anybody ghosts you, they jump on a call and they don't buy, they don't get back to you, that's when you hit them hard with follow-ups, with content assets. It's an ongoing cycle. It's a flywheel. No money is being left on the table, right? This is why it's extremely powerful. 80% of my revenue is coming from follow-up calls, right? I don't even try to hard sell people because I know that they are going to convert. The funnel converts people on autopilot, okay? Now, on top of that, if we slap our YouTube trust funnel, which is quite literally, this is how you need to be doing. If you want to target people who are actively looking for a solution, you target on YouTube, not on Instagram. Nobody is looking for a solution on Instagram, okay? Like, Instagram is for watching cat videos, okay? So it's quite hard to even, this is why we are targeting people who are problem aware. We are targeting consumers, right? Someone who is actively looking for a solution is a prospect. With the IG, as we are targeting consumers, with this ad, with the YouTube funnel, we are targeting prospects who are actively looking for a solution. Here you can skip a couple of steps, right? So you run the ad, you find a solution, you promote the YouTube video, right, which we are doing with insane effectiveness, right? You basically motivate them that you are the solution. They're already looking for it, but then they find your solution, they absolutely love it, they become a subscriber, right? They obviously, at this stage, if someone is coming from YouTube, they need proof, right? That, like, okay, so I'm seeing all these solutions, but how do I know that I should trust in these guys? So obviously, you leverage your Instagram, they slide in your Instagram, they see all the social proof and everything that I have, right? And that you should have. And then they are convinced. They keep binging your videos, right? They follow you on Instagram. So you will have basically a way to contact them, because on YouTube you can't contact anyone, and that's when they become a lead, okay? It's basically the entire funnel, this funnel reverse. Now, if you run these two at the same time, you're covering the entire market from the right qualified leads. This is why this is insane if you set up this funnel this way, because that's how you're not going to leave any money on the table. Why do you think I make so much fucking money, right? It's not because I'm special. It's not because I do anything special. It's because I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I know the real processes to make money, and I'm fucking honest about that on my YouTube, and I built up the right social proof, and I run this funnel, okay? And obviously, the setter is going to reach out, and then it's the same gist. Right? It's the same gist with follow-ups. You're not going to leave any money on the table. Now, what do you want to run? Do you want to run this, where you're literally going to get the most qualified leads possible? Or do you want to run this, where you might get a lot of leads, but they're not going to give you any money? They are broke, they're from weird places, right? They're not interested in what you have to sell. They're just kind of like, oh yeah, I jump in there, I'm looking for a solution, whatever. I know like 150 other guys who can do the same for me, right? You're not going to succeed with that. So that's pretty obvious. So I want you to understand this, okay? So you need to start running indirect conversion ads, right? So if I can show you a little bit basically how this works for my business, right? Let's check this ad over here, right? So for example, this was one of the ads for my previous agency. Quite literally, I had a reach of 64,000 and I had 4,434 link clicks, right? But that's just one thing, okay? This is insane. I didn't spend a lot of money. I spent like $600 or something on this ad, right? Or maybe 1,200 altogether. The point is that the link clicks who actually clicked on the link, many of them actually followed me, so I had a lot of leads, and all of them were qualified because of my portfolio being set up well, okay? And I'm going to explain how you need to even understand, because this is another thing that many people don't talk about, right? They like to have these hidden things like it's something special, but I'm going to break down what each statistics of an ad means, right? What ad spend means, what views mean, what reach means, what link clicks means, what profile views mean, what follows mean, cost per link click, cost per lead. I'm going to break down how you need to track this, what it means, and what actions you need to take based on these numbers, because most people who want to run ads, they don't even understand what the numbers mean that they need to pay attention to, okay? So traffic associated with converting mechanisms is the source that allows you to scale to unstoppable numbers, right? Because this is what a conversion ad is, okay? So once you have this, you can start running your ad. Obviously, I already explained, you need to know where to advertise, familiarity, minimum ad budget, understand TA more, right? You need to understand everything. You need to get your target audience to see it. You need to target it well, age, income, gender. You need a target lookalike, as I already explained, the client avatar, right? You need a broad advertisement spectrum so you're not overly targeted, because the people who are interested are going to flow in through the ad, and then the algorithm is going to target more and more people who actually engage with your ad, right? This is why it's important that you target it well, because if people who are not your target audience are going to start engaging with your ad, you're going to pump more and more money into that advertising campaign, and then Instagram will understand, oh yeah, I need to show it more to these types of people that are not ideal for you, okay? You need to create the best ad, which is actually broken down how to actually create it right here, right? You need to have the right income, you need to target the right people, and you need to have proof in your ad. If you have these three things in your ad campaign and you understand your client avatar, you're going to be crushing it with that, right? You need to have a way to contact them. Email, phone, DMs, these are all direct. If you get a follower, is indirect. That's when, even before you contact these people, they are sold because they are looking for a solution. That's why this funnel works extremely well. That's why you don't want to run these two funnels. And most people run these funnels, right? You need to start running these funnels. And we are going to set that up for you if you join our program, and we set that up for our clients as well, right? So once you understand the current mindset of consumers and buyers, you will be able to create unlimited amounts of effective advertising campaigns. As you guys know, though, I don't just like to give you information because I want you to get as rich as soon as possible, right? So this is why you want to build these ads up for yourself. I'm giving away our entire ad scripting template and even targeting setup, as well as our own ad campaigns for you to copy. This is literally copy paste, okay? So these are ad scripting process, right? You can literally use this template to script an exact ad together like we have, right? Obviously, again, you need more nuanced stuff for this, so you need to understand everything. If you jump into our program, we are going to do the market research, entire market research process for you. We're going to talk with your previous customers. We are going to jump on sales calls with your competitors and know what they are doing, right? How much their ads are doing, and we already know this information, and we are going to build up and script it together for you, and our editor is going to edit it for you, so we know that it's going to convert. But if you want to try doing it yourself and you want to make a little bit of cash, use this template because it's insane for it, okay? Script your ad together as a first step. Set up the targeting. This is basically the best targeting setup that you can do. It's a copy-paste targeting setup, okay? Obviously, every single niche is a little bit different in terms of how you set up the targeting, but this is a really, really good place to start, okay? And I already showed this chart a number of times, okay? So make sure that you choose the right goal. Obviously, it should be profile visits, right? You choose the right audience, you choose the right age, and you choose the right regions. These are the basic things. And on top of that, there are nuances that you need to set up in the, based on your specific offer, but you can check out that sheet as well. Obviously, set up the ad sheet, which is our ad tracking sheet, okay? So, sorry, set up the ad spend, okay? So this is going to be an in-depth look into how you need to basically set up the ad spend for an ad, because one of the number one things that I get asked from people is like, okay, but how much should I spend on an ad? And if I scale it up, how much should I spend more on it, right? And it's pretty weird because I can't give you a straightforward answer to these things because it depends on these numbers, right? So in this sheet, I will have a guide on what the numbers mean, exactly explain. I'm going to explain it in this video as well, but this is basically a cheat sheet, right? I explain every single information on what that means and how you need to interpret it and what the use of that is and what actions you need to take based on the numbers. Let's say if your cost per link click is expensive, right? What that means and what you need to do then. I'm going to give you the exact sheet of you actually tracking your ad statistics, and you need to do it every day when you're running ads. I'm going to give you an entire lead generation sheet. When you're actually reaching out to the prospects that are following you from your ad, you actually track the response rate, you're actually seeing if they are qualified, you're actually booking calls, you follow up with them, you send sales assets, and you even know their IG name, right? This is an entire tracking sheet that you can leverage from today to tomorrow, and it's going to give you insane clarity. Now, the most important thing that I want to talk about is the guide, okay? So first of all, people don't know how much they should spend on an ad, and they don't even understand what these informations are. So I'm going to break it down for you extremely, extremely simple. Okay, so first, ad spend. Now, the ad spend, what we regularly recommend to people is that they always start between 20 to 30 bucks a day. Below that, you're not testing the ad. Above that, you are taking risk because the ad is not tested yet. You haven't tested the waters, right? So this is low risk, and you can test the waters, and you can see how much, what the other statistics show you, right? If the other statistics come out well, you can increase the ad spend. You can double, triple, quadruple, depends how much money you want to make, right? So start on this ad spend, right? Views. This will be high in the beginning, but will drop from the ad fatigue. There is something called ad fatigue, right? That's when you relaunch. So every single type of ad is going to run for a bit, right? It's not going to be running forever. This is why you need to create new and new advertising campaigns with this exact system, right? So there is not a single ad that is going to run forever for you, okay? Reach, this is the number of people who actually watched quite a bit of your ad. This is preferably high, okay? link clicks, this needs to be high compared to reach. Between 5 to 10% is where you have a good number. Profile views, again, this needs to be high compared to reach. Follows, this is the most important metric because this is where you can understand if qualified people are following you and what quality leads you have, right? So this is the most important metric in a follow type ad, all right? Cost per link click, ideal below 0.50, right? $0.50, so 50 cents. Cost per lead, this will naturally be higher, but based on quality conversion rates, this number can be good or bad. So this depends, okay? So the important note, and this is the most important thing, what all of these mean, right? Because I explained to you, but like what are you going to do with that information? So this is the most important thing, right? So first of all, important note, the two most important stats are cost per link click and follows. If you have a low cost per link click, right? That means that your ad is the ad is good, right? If many people follow you, that means that your portfolio is good. Okay, so if the cost per link click is low, you need a better hook in your ad and a better ad creative. So if this is basic. Sorry, if the cost per link click is high, I'm sorry that I messed up. So when it's high, right? So I just wrote the wrong word. That's when you actually need to quite literally, right, change the ad. Okay, if you change the ad, you are going to get this slow, right? Because that means that many people are clicking on your profile, right? If the follows / the leads, because the follows are going to be your leads that the setter can reach out to and that you can nurture, right? And that you can close, compared to the link clicks per profile views are low, you need a better content portfolio. So if many people are clicking and many people are viewing your profile, but not many people actually follow you and become leads, that means that your portfolio is shit. It's not the ad, right? The ad can be insanely good, but if they don't follow you, you need to improve on the portfolio, right? People are going to get a quick glance on your profile, check your bio, check how many followers you have, check what kind of content you have, check what kind of highlights you have, and they either follow you or they don't, right? This is the most important thing. So if the clicks and leads are good, right? So if all of these stats sound good, right? A lot of people click on your ad and a lot of people follow you from the ad. You need to start qualifying prospects in the DMs, and if it turns out that most of them are not qualified, you need to change the targeting. So if this happens, you need a better ad, you need a better hook, right? If this happens, you need a better content portfolio. If this happens, you need a better targeting, you need a more acute idea of your target audience. And if everything works, but you can't convert the leads, then you just need to improve on your funnel, right? So that's how it goes. You need to improve on your conversion funnel and not change the ad, right? Content DMs, content asset sales, etc., etc., etc. Okay, this is what you need to improve on. So this is basically every single step of your entire funnel, and I've broken it down. What information means what. So this is how you need to understand an ad. If you get to this stage and you use this sheet that I can also send over, like this is literally in the sheet, then you will have knowledge of how your ad is going and how your ad is working. Only then you will have knowledge of that, okay? So make sure that you use this sheet. It's very, very important. And from there, you can actually track everything, okay? So based on this, if I can show you really quickly, obviously we have our exact ads here, right? So you can literally copy them. You're going to get this sheet as well. So if you execute on these worksheets, you can get exact same numbers that we are generating, right? Automated lead flow, qualified attention, and 10x conversion rate. If you run these ads and every single statistic is dialed in right, so your ad is dialed in right, your portfolio is dialed in right, and you have the right conversion, you are going to be hitting it, right? This is how we spent 2,425, right, on the ad. We had 15 quality calls, obviously 55 qualified combos, right? Our setters qualified the people from the 250 combos altogether, right, and 452 followers, right? So we got a lot of leads from that, from a single advertising campaign on this ad span, right? 22 book calls, 15 quality calls, 12 showed up, 4 closes, 25,000 cash collected. This is our numbers. This is how we break them down, right? This is it, a single Instagram ad. I, generally speaking, didn't even need to do anything. I literally just pressed hit on launching the ad. My setters took care of everything else, right? And the content took care of everything else. This is how much time you can save and how much money you can make, right? So keep in mind, your funnel needs to be set up the right way, which takes time if you do it on your own, right? So luckily for you, this part of our service delivery for our clients, from scripting ads, setting up the conversion portfolio, setting up ad spend, and converting quality leads, right? So, man, if you're watching this video, right, or woman, right, for that case, actually, sorry about that. So if you're watching this video and you're ready to start crushing it with ads today, then all of you have to do is basically what you need to do is you just go on my Instagram, right, to Zoltan Vidscaling. Check out my testimonials, book a call in the link under this video, and we can talk about that, okay? So go to my IG, check out my client results, book a call with me then, and make sure that you come prepared, you come with a notebook, and I'm going to describe how we can actually implement this stuff into your company, and hopefully we can work together long term, okay? If you're not ready yet, just feel free to continue watching our videos, because you are going to get ready after a while, right? If you don't solve these things on your own, or you can also just get this sheet and you can try these things on your own and you can see if it works, okay? So thank you very much. See you in the next video.